Halfway through the first, thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
He'll take it from the 6. That return's good for about 23. The Bengals offense takes the field after putting together a nice drive on their last possession. They were finally stopped short of the end zone and had to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, they had to settle, but they did a lot of good stuff. And I know on the defensive side, they had them reeling. But now you got to go out there and take advantage
of a foot race to the end zone. The 20. And Bernard is brought down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They come to the line and it's first down. Michael lined up in the backfield. Here's the handoff for a gain of about 5.
Michael is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Ravens defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Here's the quick toss. Keeps his legs moving. Smith's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Bengals know one of the worst things you could do in the NFL is lose yardage on a run play. They do it that time on second down, and now they have third and long, and the coach is going, well, what do you want me to call? Not many things can work on third and long.
3rd and 12 to go. Brought down by Mosley.
Defense did a good job that time. It's 3rd and long. They know the offense wants to throw it down the field. They cover all the deep receivers and nowhere to go with the football except short.
With almost an entire quarter in the books, they at least have a field goal to brag about.
Jim, it's kind of like a round of golf. You know a lot about that. Sometimes you don't birdie or par the first couple holes, but it's a long contest. It's a long game, and I think they got their confidence going with that field goal.
It'll be a touchback. The Ravens taking the field on offense, coming off a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
First down at the 20. Gordon's going to take the handoff now.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
The Ravens snap it up at the 26. He runs with it right up the gut. Gains 5.
Gordon is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Here we are about to start the second quarter, and both offenses still seem to be trying to figure out a game plan for this one, Phil.
The heck with figuring out things. It's time to open it up a little bit. You got to take some chances to make positive plays in this league. These are good defenses, so if you want to get some productive plays on the offensive side, take a chance and go down the field with the football.
Second down and 3 following that nice run. Takes another handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Gordon is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Ravens will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. The ball is spotted at the 49. First and 10. Staying with the running game on first down. Gordon's taken down at the 46. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. RG3 from the gun. Launching it deep. He caught it. That's another reception. Give him 2. The Ravens are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Griffin's had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
The ball just a nose outside of the goal line. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. They'll run it. There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
That's hard to do as an offense, to march down the field like that and overcome so many situations. Excellent execution. Nice touchdown drive.
The point after is good. The Ravens ready to kick it away. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Bengals step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
And here we have 2nd down. Dalton's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Third down on the way. The Ravens will come out in the dime. Dalton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Could have been intercepted.
The Bengals put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Williams there to take him down. And a run back of about 3. The Ravens offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
First down at the 47. Running room. Gains 17. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. First down here after the run. The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Griffin's going to take it from the gun. Launches it down the field. The ball is knocked out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Gordon's got it on the handoff. Denard's in on the tackle. The Ravens have leaned on the ground game to this point, and it's been big for them. Gordon's taking the ball, and he's leading this team on the field right now.
Boy, he sure is. And I give him a lot of credit, but I also say this. The offensive line, anytime you see a running game go this well, you got to get
touchdown Baltimore. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. You know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Bengals offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play
On his way. Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Ravens return team is ready. Takes off from the 5. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Ravens getting set to take over on offense. If they can get a repeat of their last possession, Phil, they will be thrilled.
Well, this team is noted for just having a balanced attack, and we saw it there in that touchdown drive. It was awesome, but they can do everything well. They've got experienced players and talent. Usually when you put those two things together, you get great success.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a defensive coordinator going against this offense today. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. First and 10. Handoff. Breaks the tackle. That picks up 11. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Griffin in the shotgun formation. Cooper's going to pull in the floating pass. And Ward's there to make the tackle.
How about that? We just saw the fly route straight down the field by the receiver. Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Gordon's handed the football. Trying to power his way right up the middle. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Loss of a couple that time. The Ravens now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
A short field goal try on the way. And he converts here on the field goal try. We're nearing the half, and this game looks like it might be under control after that field goal.
And what you got to do, you've got the lead. Keep things going. Don't take the old foot off the gas pedal. Man, stomp it and try to bury this team.
And Brooks is going to make the tackle. That return's good for about 21. The Bengals take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looks so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
The Ravens with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Second down and 9. Intercepted. Fights through contact.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Ravens put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
The line of scrimmage is the 17. Second down, 4 to go. Amari Cooper has the catch. The Ravens get a first down.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
First and goal from the 9. Cooper's touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And a second touchdown on the game. The Ravens line up now for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Ravens now ready to kick the football down the field. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Bengals are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Second and 9. They'll go ground. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. And with that, we'll switch sides and take a breather. We've reached halftime here in Charm City. Back to Baltimore for the second half in just a few moments. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Ravens come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
And they'll run it right. Jones, the one who brings them to the ground. The Ravens have really been able to run the ball today. That's been a huge reason why they lead. Gordon's been brilliant, and he's shown no reason to stop giving him the football.
Well, when it's working well, don't stop. The running game is hot. The offensive linemen feel the power. They love it. Just keep running right at it.
Gains 16.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
The Bengals lined up in the nickel. Griffin from the gun. Airing it out. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Ravens take it from the 33. Picks up 8 here. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Griffin's back in shotgun formation. Griffin's Dunlap wraps up the quarterback.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Fowler's in on the tackle.
That time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
The Bengals talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
2nd and 12. And this is dropped.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
3rd down and 12. Takes the hit, throws.
The Bengals really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Looking to make a difference. He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football.
When you see a punt return go for a touchdown, you always got to look at the blocking. There's going to be 1 or 2 blocks that make it happen. That time, there are about 4 good ones, and it leads to the touchdown run.
First down and 10. Gordon's taking the handoff. Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line. The Bengals defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 11. Ravens in the end zone. At this point in the game, midway through the 3rd, that touchdown has them on the brink of putting this game away.
Man, they're starting to put their mark on this game, Jim, and you just got to be careful. Don't let it get away from you right here. Find a way to go out there and score on the offensive side and get back into this football game.
The Ravens getting set for the kickoff. Catches it at the 6 and begins the return. Brooks is there to make the tackle. That return's good for about 19. The Bengals take the field here. Their last possession ended with the very crazy decision going for it on 4th down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
Incomplete. That was Smith on the coverage.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
And that'll probably go as a drop. Phil, this team has been menaced all game long on 3rd down. They cannot figure out a way to pick up a first.
Well, listen, I can't figure out what menaced means. I got to start bringing a dictionary with me to the games I'm doing with you. You throw out all these big words, but if you mean they've been bad, then I agree.
That's a pickup of 14.
The Ravens love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Ravens take it from the 28. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. The Ravens continue to pass the football. When they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Cooper's been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Gordon's going to secure the handoff. Gordon's tackled down at the 38. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
The Bengals defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 3rd down and 2. Amari Cooper has the catch. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Now 1st and 10. Searching for space to the right. Still on his feet.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Takes it from the gun. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. Third down now. The Ravens come to the line. The first down marker is at the 24. He's wide open for the grab. Warren's there to take him down.
Crossing routes, that's what you want to throw when you see this type of coverage. 4 deep, cover 4. Look for guys going across the field. Hard for the defense to cover those throws.
1st and 10. Gordon's going to take the handoff now. And a gain of 4.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Bengals come out in a dime package. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Max Williams makes the catch.
I don't even want to hear about it if they score here. They're running up the score. They're winning big. They're down near the goal line. They're probably going to run it. You know, on defense, you're allowed to compete too and stop it.
Griffin's completion percentage, 80% on the day. The give. The blowout continues. Another touchdown. Phil, we're early in the 4th, and they continue to keep the pedal to the metal.
Oh, absolutely. The offensive coordinator, he wants to pad the stats of his offense. Keep putting up those numbers in total yards and watch them rise in the rankings. And, hey, sometimes you got to do that is do what's good for the offensive coach.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. They'll take it at the 20. The Bengals offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
The defense will take the penalty.
Well, I'll give the quarterback a lot of credit here. As he dropped back, nobody open. Instead of just freezing there, he jumps out of the pocket, looks down the field, nobody open, and a good job. Just throw the football away.
And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 13. And Bernard is brought down. Now 3rd and 10 following the run. We'll go no huddle. Gets it out for the completion.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And Bernard is brought down. The Bengals take it from the 43. Stands in the pocket. Looking to go deep. Incomplete.
Oh, make the quarterback get outside the pocket, and there is nobody open. They covered everybody.
Now looking at 3rd down. The Ravens defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We're early into 4th, and with this big lead, the defense may be called upon again on 4th down.
Yeah, I think they will be. I think the offense is going to go for it here. Why not? They've done nothing right all day long, so if they don't make it, it's not going to make it any worse. But I don't like their chances. The defense has been sound all day long.
2 tight ends on the field here. The Bengals turn the ball over on downs.
It's the 4th quarter. The game's not over quite yet, but the defense with the huge stop.
Yeah, I can say the game is over because that did it right there, but I'm not going to blame the offense. They knew the situation. It's early in the 4th quarter. You're getting beat bad. It was time to take a chance, and it just didn't work.
The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Looking long. That ball has been picked off.
Give credit to the defense for continuing to scrape and claw despite the score being what it is.
That's what you do. If you're coaching your team, you coach them to play it for all 60 minutes. So don't look at the scoreboard right now. Just keep playing hard, and let's see what the score is when this game is over.
2nd down, and they must be careful at this point.
Getting set as fast as they can. 2nd down and 11.
Dalton's unable to find his target that time.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Brooks is there to make the stop.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Dalton sends it to Green.
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line.
1st down at the 48. The catch is made.
The defense has a lead here in the 4th quarter, Jim, so they're willing to give up those short completions. Now it's up to the defense. Come up, make the tackle. Good job that time.
It's 2nd down and 3.
Dalton's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
It's caught by Lance Moore.
No time to huddle now. 2nd down and 4.
Dalton's going to scramble. Moore's got it on a pass that had some heat. Smith's there that time for the tackle.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
So 1st and goal to go. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Moore is not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to
runs it across for the touchdown. That touchdown won't do them much good at this point, but you have to give them credit for plugging away.
You know, a lot of times when you see a touchdown like that late in the game, you go, well, where's that been all day? Well, the circumstances, of course, have changed. They're losing big, and the defense changed, but they at least had the pride to keep trying, and they finally got that touchdown on the board.
The receiving team has the recovery.
And he is tackled at the 44. And a run back of only a couple. The Ravens retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So
ball's loose. This one's going back the other way.
Tackle's made.
They put it on the ground here in the fourth quarter, and that's a surprise, Phil. That's the one thing they couldn't do.
Yeah, they've been sharp all day long. I'll give them credit on the offensive side, but let's give that defense some credit. They're out there playing hard, and they caused that fumble.
Dalton will take it from the gun.
Got a flag.
Well, that pass is incomplete, Jim, but that's just a terrible job by the quarterback. When they're running the slant route, just throw it right at their stomach.
The Ravens sat at the line. Dime package. First down at the 45. And the catch is made by Giovanni Bernard.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 1.
Dalton's going to take off with it. And now Dalton slides down.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
First and 10.
And the flag is down. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Eifert really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job.
Touchdown, Bengals. Finding the end zone for the first time this season.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
That's a timeout call.
The Bengals in position. They're going to go with the onside kick.
And a flag is down. That ball, again, not traveling 10 yards. And what are they thinking over there on the sideline?
Well, they're thinking this is why everybody hates kickers. Get the ball down there 10 yards. My gosh, kick it 15 yards. We'll still recover it. Just a terrible mistake.
They'll go ground. Not able to get away from Dunlap.
Gordon is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Carlos Dunlap. He's got the sack.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment.
It's third down coming up.
The Ravens need to get to the 26 to get a first down. Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series. Tucker's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today. Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
The clutch kick and the 3 points, and virtually everyone here knows that clinched it.
Yes, that did it, Jim. Now you can just take a deep breath knowing all that hard work during the week, it came through for you, it paid off, and you got a victory.
First down at the 20. Surveys. Jumps into the air and pulls it down. No timeouts now. They'll be in the hurry up. Bernard looking for a lane. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. The Ravens go with the dime formation here on defense. Down the field, on the money. Third catch today so far. They won't huddle now. They'll go to the hurry up. First and goal. Dalton's on the move. Ball is out. The defense has the football. Green's there to take him down. The defense is on it, and that's going to ice this game.
It sure does. I give the defense credit, but listen, that was an awful job by the ball carrier. No way he should have fumbled in a situation like this.
The give. Gordon's marked down after a gain of 9.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football.
The Ravens are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
RG3 from the gun.
Going for the home run. Rashad, he's in the clear. Going to take it home for the touchdown. Impressive showing today, and it's almost on the brink of running up the score and creating some bad blood. What do you think, Phil?
Who cares, man? Rub it in, baby. Rub it in. When you're on top and you're winning the game, I say go for it. Rub some salt in that wound and let them know how much it hurts.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. And a touchback. The Bengals come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and what you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance of throwing.
Ball's picked off. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
The Bengals lined up in the nickel. Griffin's got it in the gun. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete.
Well, my man at quarterback does have a strong arm. He showed it that time, didn't he? He threw that thing high and far and just overthrew the receiver.
2nd down and 10. Heaving it down the field. It's a grab by Berriman. Touchdown! My goodness, Phil. There's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
The Ravens now getting ready to kick it away. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Bengals offense comes onto the field for a last play or 2 before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field.
The Ravens will come out in the dime.
2nd and 10.
That's Dalton finding A.J. Green.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew.